Good morning! Say good morning!
Morning.
Why are you so dismal?
Because it's his last day on the seasonal pitch.
It is, it is. We've been here some time, haven't we?
2 weeks.
Yeah, it seems longer if I'm honest, but
I am leaving as the Campsite Conquer Champion 2022.
yay, well done, well
If you
done.
missed them videos from yesterday, go back and watch them, please.
Yeah, very funny. I think everyone enjoyed that one, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're actually hitting the road today. So you're
We
gonna take you with us.
We're hoping to get into a bank and a chemist today.
Yeah, sort a few bits out.
For Spain.
It's all last minute prep now, isn't it, though, for the next whatever.
I think it's about 9 days left and we'll be in Spain. 10 days.
Yeah, yeah. I've ordered our new chairs this morning, so we'll be getting them very soon. And I got my other parcel. Some little glittery beads things for the
A bag
door.
of girl is what it is.
They're actually quite nice.
It's
Off Amazon.
Fly screen.
Yeah.
Looks very hippie girl.
Yeah, just need a joss stick, I said, didn't I? It'll go well. Right, let's go do last minute bits and pieces then, yeah?
I suppose so. Big long drive now.
Yeah. I'll see you on the road. Bye-bye, seasonal pitch. We'll be back before you know it.
Yeah, I'm sure the time will go quick in Spain.
What?
Sunny Spain.
3 months.
Yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun, isn't that right?
Yeah.
What is so dismal about you
Wondering why
today?
it does feel like I've been here for 3 months. That's like saying we haven't enjoyed it.
Yeah, it does come across like that, but no, it's not the case.
Okay, toilet's emptied.
Time to say goodbye.
Goodbye, loser. Loser.
Winning here,
Loser.
winning here.
Came last in the Conquer Campsite Championships 2022.
The winner.
What we were
It's
saying.
the winner.
What we were saying is next year we might actually turn it into a bit of a campsite event. Have a Conquer, proper Conquer.
Well, what I will say to your viewers, so I've got a channel called Campsite Warden. Go and find that, because tonight, so I don't know, you've got a vlog going up where this will be up, but tonight you'll see my footage.
Of the Conquer Championship.
Yeah, and it's good.
Neil's
It's
perspective
good.
of
He's
it.
been editing it
It's good.
for
It
a
really
day
is funny.
longer than us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there'll be a lot of editing and dubbing and stuff.
Thank you for everything, Neil.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
We've had a
You're more than
wonderful
welcome.
time.
We will leave the nurseries on yet another sunny day.
Isn't it? It is as well, isn't it?
It's always sunny here, isn't it? Majority of the time.
Bye bye.
Bye!
Bye.
Bye!
We've said it before and we'll say it again.
What?
Living our lifestyle, you never know what's around the corner. You never know where we're going to end up.
We didn't even know where we were going to end up today.
We've just been to try and go to one of our favourite spots, which is on the riverfront at Thetford, but they've now put no parking signs up.
Yeah.
You can park in the car park there, but the chances of getting in there are slim. Something this big, there's only like one spot and it will fall, so we've had to come on to our another old haunt, Thetford Forest Caravan and Motorhome Club site,
Very first campsite ever.
where I emptied the toilet for the first time.
Well, you didn't. The man on
Well, the
the
man
site did. That was so embarrassing because he knew you'd had a curry. You forgot about that, didn't you?
Yeah, we're back here.
Yeah, wasn't planning to.
Wasn't planning to.
No.
I think the price has gone up about £6.
So we actually technically had to go back on ourselves as well. So that was just been a long day, isn't it? It's about 3 o'clock now, is it?
Really?
It's not far off, and all we've done today is drive. Yeah.
4.5 hours
Yeah.
since we set off from Neil's, from the nurseries.
And we've literally just got here.
Right, so we're here anyway.
Yeah. Stop moaning.
It is a beautiful place, right in the middle of the forest.
Oh, it is nice.
It's always quite a bad phone signal, but no, I can guarantee no one else on the site will have a phone signal, but we have.
Yeah.
It's not a strong signal, but we do get a signal here in the
Yeah.
Thetford Forest on our rural internet.
Yeah. Brilliant stuff, that.
Right, yeah, we put the trail cam out yesterday. You might have seen in yesterday's video. If you missed that, please go back and watch yesterday's videos. We've been putting 2 up a day lately, and the views are going down a bit, simply because we're pumping too many out, I think. But if you could go back and watch them, we'd appreciate it.
Yeah, and you're missing out as well.
You're missing out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went and put the trail cam out, tried to put a bit of food out to entice the fox, badgers and things. Nothing. Absolute jack. I got.
Last night you mean?
All I got was mice, and Neil got a badger. But the reason I'm talking about this now is this might be a really good place, Mazzy, might it?
It could be, darling.
Thetford Forest, you know.
Yeah.
Seen squirrels running around everywhere. Could get squirrels, we could get deer.
Could get foxes.
Could get out. So quite excited. We'll have to take a little walk into the wood in a little bit and see if we can find a spot.
Yeah.
Squirrels everywhere. Absolutely beautiful. Just been foraging for nuts around it. I haven't got any food for him neither. I'm feeling a bit bad. Silence. Absolute silence. In fact, I'm echoing. I'm in the middle of the forest. I say I'm in the middle of the forest as motorhome is literally just here. I'm looking for somewhere to put the trail cam tonight. There is like a path going down here. I think dog walkers go down there. I don't want to be too far away from the motorhome because I don't want to not be able to find this in the morning. On top of that, we have to leave early in the morning. And one big problem with this being a proper forest is it is just covered in ferns. Ferns everywhere. I was hoping to maybe get a deer, but to get a deer I think I'd have to go way out there, and I won't have time in the morning to be travelling for 10 minutes to pick it back up again. So I'm thinking this tree. For the first time ever, I'm going to put my camera up with a strap attached to a tree rather than on a tripod. You know, I'm surely we're going to get the odd squirrel coming through here. There's so much wildlife. I'd be very, very surprised if we don't get anything. That looks a bit like an animal run through there. Maybe I'll put it that way. Yeah, just attach it to this, pointing that way. Might get nothing, you know. Might be a waste of time, but hey, if you can't get anything in a forest, you're never going to get anything, are you? Let's go for this. When you are putting a trail cam out, one bit of advice, make sure it's not upside down. Yep, that helps. So I've turned it round and I have actually tied it properly in the clasps thing, so all I have to do is unclasp that in the morning, take it off. So it is pointing. I've tried to point it down a little bit. It has got like a, you know, like a groovy thing here so that it will grab to the tree. It's pointing at that tiny little trail. I will be amazed if nothing comes back through here in the next 12 hours. So we will pick him up in the morning and see what happens. No, we won't. I've changed my mind. The point of view is so small. I'm narrowing down my options, and this is a big area. I think I need to go on this tree. I don't know if I can get it round that tree because it's a very big stump. But I'm going to point it this way from that tree if I can. Definitely better. There's the path. The gate to the campsite is just over there. Our motorhome is just over there. But it's pointing the opposite direction, and this will get any animals going from there to there. High sensitivity. Bring it on. Come on, baby, don't let me down. Good morning, everybody. Well, you can pretty much forget all the trail cam footage. It was rubbish, absolute rubbish. I got 2 shots. One of a dog I did get excited when I saw this big white thing. I thought it were a polar bear. You know, when I opened my trail cam up and saw a picture of a big white blob. It were a Labrador, someone had run off from the dog path. And a squirrel, and that is all I got. Absolutely gutted. Never mind, never mind. These things happen. So we're slowly making our way down to Plymouth. We're not going for 8 days, but it's quite a long way away, so it's going to take us a while to get there. We're not in any rush. Right. Hectic few days. Sorry we haven't had any videos. Just trying to last minute things, getting things ready for Spain. Mazzy has got us some chairs. Now, they're alright. Happy with them. But was panicking when I first saw them. Here's one of them up for you. Wilderness camping. They're alright. You know, we like this style of chair. They're lightweight. These are supposedly waterproof. It's just better quality than them two for £15 we keep getting and regretting at the supermarket. But it turned up and I saw that and I thought, there's no way my John Smith is going to fit in there. So the first thing I did is just make sure, and it just fits like a millimetre at each side, so sorted. I'm happy with that. So yeah, 2 lovely chairs ready and waiting to go. What else have we been doing? Car paperwork. As far as I'm aware, in Spain you have to, by law, excuse me, have your car insurance, your breakdown, your V5C form, a driving licence, and something else I can't remember off the top of my head. You have, on your passport, you've got to have them at hand in case the police stop you and they ask for your paperwork. So I've got all that ready, all in a pile, ready to give to the policeman the first time I get stopped, and the second, and probably the third and fourth and fifth. I have also been doing repairs to the van. This has been a nightmare of ours for years. There's like a block behind here which holds this on, and it keeps coming off. We've tried it, well, I've tried it a couple of times. Stepdad's tried it, but it came off again. So what I've had to do, it's because this is just cheap, rubbish, chipboardy junk, and it just rots basically. The screws, it's just all crumbling where the screws go in. So the block which holds it on there, I've actually had to make a new block, stick this onto the new block. It doesn't look brilliant from inside. I can't show you because if I do, I'm going to have to take all this seating off, and then it means I'm going to have to do it all again, and I can't be bothered. But it works, it works. Now the biggest worry, the biggest stress is that something hasn't arrived in time for Spain, and I'm not happy. It's like a camping club. It's called ACSI Europe. Don't know if you can see the little app there, second one on there. Basically, I think it's about £18. They send you a little book out and a card, and it gives you discounts up to 60% off campsites out of season. It only lasts for the year, so we'd only get use out of it until the end of December. But just using it once, if we get that kind of discount, it'd be worth doing, wouldn't it? So I ordered this 28th of September. Hasn't ever arrived, so I got in touch with them yesterday, sent them an email saying where is my card, and it's too late now anyway, so can I still use my card without actually physically having a card? And they've emailed back saying, well, we did send it out to you, is this the correct address? I says, yes, that's the address it should have been at, but it never arrived there. And they said, we can send you a photocopy of your card, show me a card, but they can't guarantee 100% of campsites will take a photo, will take a picture off my phone as proof that we're in the club. Well, what use is that? What use is that if you can't guarantee it? So I've had nothing from them. They've offered to send the book out again. That's no good, we haven't got an address anymore. So we're just going to have to pay full prices for the campsites, which I'm not too happy about. But hey, it is what it is, isn't it? We're going to be using a lot of airs anyway, but it would be nice to be in the odd campsite. Although I do hear, if people can let me know if this is true, in winter in Spain, a lot of campsites are full, very hard to get into, because you've got everyone from the UK, Holland, Germany, France, they're all going down to Spain because it's a little bit warmer. So when, you know, campsites are empty in the UK during winter, they're full in Spain. So I don't know how that's going to pan out, but yeah, let's just hope we can get on some campsites at reasonable prices. And the last thing I can think of at the moment is the COVID test kits. By law, going into Spain from the UK, you need to have a PCR test taken up to 72 hours before, or a lab antigen taken up to 24 hours before. I don't really understand it, I don't. But I've ordered 3 kits which I've got to go pick up, which are antigen tests. I think the PCR ones, well, they take 72 hours, so that's not much use to us. The antigen ones, they're £20 each. I've ordered 3 so that we can do a test on one just to make sure everything's going to go perfectly, and then do the 2 within 24 hours of sailing. And I think what you do is you just test yourself, and then you put your results online, and then a doctor sends you like a certificate saying, yay, you ain't got COVID, and you show that to a man on the ferry, and then they'll let you in Spain. I think that's how it works. I'm hoping I've got this right. Never had to take a COVID test before, so yeah, that's why I've got an extra one. It just can't go wrong. It can't go wrong. It's time for some super thanks. Right, you ready for this? On my Todd, so I'll have to do the Mazzy impression in the background. Tracy Gallagher. Thank you, Tracy. Deborah Nealans. Thank you, Deborah. Rachel Sanford. Thank you, Rachel. I'm not very good at this, am I? Anne Phillips. Thank you, Anne. The Happy Life Show. Thank you, Happy Life Show. Lynn and Tony Highton. Thank you, Lynn and Tony. Whiskey Cook. Thank you, Whiskey. Thank you, Whiskey. Paul Young. Thank you, Paul. Peter Webster. Thank you, Peter. And Graham Wirral West. Thank you, Graham Wirral West. Thank you all so much for your support, guys. Really appreciate it. Love you all to bits. Apps. I do like me apps, and I'm sure some of you out there will want to know which apps I will be using in Europe. So, to start with, I tried, I learnt one word and I've forgotten it already. Duolingo, to learn a tiny bit of Spanish. Right, that's quite a good little app, is that? And I haven't done it. So, hola, that is the only Spanish word I know, and I think it means hello. I should be able to count to 20. We had a bit of a laugh about this yesterday. I'd like to learn how to count to 20 for money reasons. And Mazzy says, why, are you not planning on spending any more than 20 euros? I could do with learning a few numbers. But I know nothing, absolutely nothing. So I am actually quite worried about the language barrier. Because a lot of the places I'm hoping we're going to get to are little villages where a bit off the tourist track, you know, little villages and bakeries and things like that. So I'm really worried about the language barrier. But anyway, we have Google Translate. Now, have you ever used this? Have we shown you this recently? I'm not sure if we did. Let me try and give you an example. Google Translate is incredible. I'd say this is the best way to show you. So, we've got a pizza menu here, all in English. So you can imagine this being a menu on a table in Spain, yeah? Although it'd be in Spanish. You see at the top there it says English to Spanish. You can have it the other way around, Spanish to English. So I will literally take a picture of a menu, but like I've just taken a picture there, but it's in Spanish. It's in Spanish. So you can read the menu in Spanish, and you can quite confidently say to the waiter, hello, hola, jamón y pollo. It's got queso, tomato, jamón y pollo, su prima de pollo, pollo, queso, tomato y pollo, jamón, queso. So it's just queso and tomato, everything. So I'm hoping Google Translate is going to help me out, and I'm hoping I'm going to get used to using that app, and I'm hoping I can talk in Spanish a little bit. So that's that. Now, the other apps I've tried, is I looked through them all. You've got Camper Stop, Search for Sites, Park for Night, Campy. Now, I looked through all these. Park for Night could come in handy. But out of these three, they're all very similar. Campy, Camper Stop and Search for Sites. But I found Campy to be the most, how can I put it, the cleanest of the apps. So I thought I'll use Campy. Now, Campy got in touch with us a few months ago, and I'd forgotten all about it. So I got back in touch with them. I says, you know what, we'd like to work with you. So they've given me like a premium upgrade, so I've got all the features of the app, and I'm going to be using that as we go around. I'll probably do a separate video on this at a later date, but it's clean and it shows you all the campsites and all the airs with reviews, with pictures, tells you what's there, how much everything costs. Brilliant, just what we're after. So Campy, that's what we're going to be using. Right, I've just been handed something to do a job. We've got a problem. We've had this problem for a while. When we're driving, as fridge door opens. Now, I did notice just yesterday that this was hanging off. The actual rubber seal was just hanging off. But the door just swings open when we're driving. As does this bottom drawer here. Just swings open. So what we did do is buy these, which work to a certain extent, but if you let Mazzy do it, they sometimes come out and they're just like little door wedges. So when you set off, you put it in there, wedge it in, and it shouldn't open, but it does now and again. Now, we've got like a proper magnetic, and it's strong, a magnetic clasp here. So I'm going to try and put this on the drawer. It involves screws, tools, and you know, just general proper man job stuff. I have to be honest, I don't have a clue what I'm doing. All I can think to do is put this on here, right, somehow, sort of, and then the metal bit over here, just on there somewhere like that. I'll have to give that a go. I give up. I've put this on here, right? So them metal bits should touch the metal bit up here when it closes and click. Now it does click because it clicks in anyway, but that metal thing isn't doing jack, I don't think. It might, I don't know. Is that helping? I don't know anymore. I don't know if to take it off. Just don't tell Mazzy I even tried it, because she won't notice them screw holes. I'll leave it and she might think I've done a good job. You know what? Because I'm tired, it's hurting my arm down there, trying to screw at awkward angles. I'm just going to leave it on. Mainly because if I take it off and don't tell her, she'll think I've just sat here doing nothing. Whereas now, at least, if she says, what have you been up to, I can say I've been fitting a catch on there. But I know what's wrong with it. It doesn't meet up, and secondly, that bit needed to go further back, but I can't get my hand under there, it's too hard. But the beauty about it now is that top bit acts as a bit of a wedge, so although the magnetic thing doesn't work, it might be giving it a bit of extra hold. I don't know, I'm just useless at DIY. Just don't ever give me a DIY job, ever. Useless. So a ridiculously bitty video for you today. It's very difficult to film at the moment because we're trying to sort things out. We're trying to keep a clear head and do this, do that. We've got checklists. See if there's out on a checklist I could tell you about. Things we still have to do before we go. Lists. This is good, this. You should get this. It's called Family Wall. It's an app. And if you and your family, or your girlfriend, both have it, and you both signed into the same account, you can do like a shopping list, and you can all add to the shopping list. And then when you go to the supermarket, you open it and they're all there. It's really good. It's like shared lists. So, what has she got? I haven't put any of these on. To-do list. This is Mazzy. UK sticker. We've got a UK sticker to stick on the back of the motorhome. And people in Spain have told me, don't worry about people thinking you're from the United Kingdom. People will think you're from the Ukraine if it's UK. Do. Last minute washing. Make sure all the power banks are charged. Gas, we have to get gas. 13 kilogram of gas, that's essential. Have to get that. Headlight reflectors we have to put on the front of the van, but that's going to be like, you know, last day job. High-vis vests. Well, I think I've found out you don't actually have to have a high-vis vest at hand in the front of the cab in Spain. I believe you do in a lot of European countries, but in Spain, as long as you've got them, you're okay. Van maintenance. Yeah, she gets me to do that all the time. I just open the lid up, hide behind it for a couple of minutes, put the lid down, and she thinks I've done something. So, you know, yeah, I've checked oil, water, all that, and I haven't really. Shopping. Oh, what's on his shopping list? Let's have a look. Gas. Boat snakes. What on earth are boat snakes? This is Mazzy's doing. Boat snakes. No idea. Washing clothes stuff. Air freshener. Swimming costume. Brown sauce, red sauce. Yeah, we definitely need to take some brown sauce to Spain because I don't know if they'll sell it over there. I'm sure they'll have red sauce. Headache tablets. Mosquito spray if we can find some, because apparently it's a lot cheaper in England. So I'll look out for some of that. Or can you let us know in the comments, is there going to be any mosquitoes in November in Spain? I'm guessing because it's still possible 20 degrees. I'm guessing there still is, but I don't know. Coffee, eyeliner, John Smith's, definitely. Fly spray. Right, that's about it. So yeah, seriously advise anyone to get that. Family Wall, it's a really, really good app. Right, leaving it here. Hopefully give you a video tomorrow. Can't guarantee anything at the moment, it's just all up in the air. But it is within a week of us getting on a boat and going to Spain. So keep watching. See you all later. Love you all to bits. Bye-bye.